to Showbiz Connect. Hello, welcome to Showbiz Connect, where you make connections. So nice to see your faces, very familiar faces as well. So, people who don't know me yet, I'm Hélène, casting director and founder of Total Casting. And every month, Showbiz Connect brings you talent and the entertainment industry together through aspiring conversations, expert advice, and meaningful connections as well. And this is our 19th Zoomcast. I'm so excited, and today's theme is the actor's mindset. What we need is our mindset, and our guest is a very joyful coach from Toronto. I love this gal, and we will also have a gift for all attendees today. We're gonna have also our special draw for one lucky winner at the end of the show, plus our famous breakout rooms where you will connect with other creators like you guys. So welcome, my showbiz, and tell me where you are from in the chat. Also, I want to see you, so turn your camera on unless you are in the bathroom, that's fine. This is Showbiz Connect after all. So yes, I have some people from Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, a little bit everywhere. And also, I want to say that if you are pretty new in the industry, or this is actually your first time, type 0 in the chat, because I saw a couple of new faces. So I'd like to see that. If you're pretty new in the industry, you can type 1. You're going to be my newbies. And if you've been in the game for 2 years or more, type 2. You're going to be my gonna-bees. Oh, I see some zeros, some ones. Oh, very cool. If you're also coming back to your passion, type 3. My showbiz to be. And also, if you will have, I see, 1 and 3, wonderful. If you will have questions for our guests, we will get to it towards the end. Just write them in the chat, or you will be able to raise your digital hand. Right. Now, my quick casting director insight of the month. Just by being here today, you're showing that your mindset is open to learning and growing. And from a casting director's perspective, that willingness to evolve can be just as important as talent. Does everybody hear me well? Yes? Excellent. Thank you so much. So now let me introduce you to our mindset coach. LouAnne Hunt is an award-winning entrepreneur, a #1 Amazon best-selling author, podcaster, and certified success principles trainer. After a remarkable 38-year in career of broadcasting, she has also dedicated herself to helping people build a mindset, their mindset, confidence, resilience that is needed to create their next chapter. Through coaching, speaking, and her podcast, LouAnne has empowers others to turn challenges into opportunities and step boldly toward their biggest dreams. So, LouAnne, please unmute and put your speaker on. Please join me, everybody, to welcome LouAnne Hunt. Wow. Hello, LouAnne.
Thank you, everyone. How wonderful. What a wonderful welcome. How are you doing, Elena? I haven't seen you for a while.
I know. I was so excited to see you. I said, I'm not going to speak to her just before the show. I just want to see you with your big smile and your amazing energy. You guys are going to see. I love this gal. And thank you so much for coming and to share your journey and knowledge with us and accepting my invitation. So, yes.
Well, it's so great to see everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and listen to us and to see and hear what we have to say. And I'm hoping that at least one thing will leave you with a little tiny bit of spark of inspiration or positivity, if nothing else. So it's either me or you could be watching the soap operas on TV, I guess.
And they might be listening eventually back in their car on the podcast. So,
yes.
But you're absolutely right. As far as we always get like maybe one thing out of the whole thing, and that's what counts. Same thing with networking. I always say if you meet only one person, so something will spark somewhere. So you never know, right? But
actually,
what journey brought you?
I was going to say, actually, that's how you and I met. We both kind of wandered into a networking event online. And it's amazing. You never, ever know. I did not go into that meeting thinking that I would meet anybody as spectacular as Elaine. And, you've done my podcast and now I'm doing yours. And it's amazing what one tiny little decision will do for your life. It'll completely change it around.
And you have to put yourself out there for that.
Absolutely.
And it's true. I mean, we're going to give you the link for the podcast that LouAnne interviewed me with. We'll put it in the chat. We're going to put a lot of things in the chat today. And from that, I said, well, why don't you come on my podcast, right? And sometimes like it's back and forth, and it's just been wonderful. So I'd love to know what journey brought you and what to where you are now. I mean, what are you doing now, and how did you get to this point where you're doing all of these things with the mindset?
Well, I had gone through a few changes in my life, and after 37 years of working with the government, I retired. Yay! Yes. So I was very happy about that. And I decided that I wanted to teach full time at the college. I wanted to teach business and marketing because that's what I was into. That's what I was doing. That's what I was working on while I was working. So there's my first hint, my first clue. Always, always do something even while you're working so that when you're finished working, you're not really finished working. You have something to go into. You have something to fall back on. Too many people nowadays say, "Oh, I can't retire. Are you kidding? I could never afford it. What would I do? How do I survive if I retire?" And please, I'm here to tell you that I have reinvented my life more times than I can count after I retired than while I was working. And you know what else? While you're working and you're doing something on the side, that's more or less a hobby. It could be also a side hustle, which is going to help. But the thing is, in my opinion, is that it takes your mind off of what you're doing. You learn that that is not who you are, it's only a job. Okay. And who you become is all part of the process, which is what we're going to talk about today. So, fast forward, I got invited to write in collaborative books, and I just happen to have my little stack here. So far, I've written in 4
Wow,
collaborative books. Now
that's
they've
amazing.
all become #1 bestsellers on Amazon. And I just finished writing in another book that will be out in September. And that too, I already know is going to be a #1 best-selling book. That book was actually called The Gratitude Project. And my story in The Gratitude Project is how gratitude and living in gratitude and life lessons from gratitude have taught me so much in this world. And I know that anybody who lives in gratitude can learn from what I wrote in that chapter. But it's also led me into a new dream of mine that is actually coming true, and that is writing a children's book. So, my children's book series, who are based on my 2 little dogs, my 2 Shorkies, will be coming out in September as well. And it's near and dear to my heart because a lot of the stuff that I learned from Jack Canfield, who is the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, just in case you didn't know that, he is the one that I am certified by. I'm certified in the success principles. And a lot of the things that I have learned in the success principles will be what my dogs are going to teach young children. But I got to tell you, I've already gotten some reviews that even though people aren't young anymore or they have young children, they're enjoying the books just for the lessons that the dogs are teaching them. So my audience is going to open up a lot bigger than I thought.
Wow, congratulations, really. That's really amazing. I think we have the link of the book. Do we?
Not yet. not yet.
Okay, but
We
I
have the
knew the
link.
scoop because you
Yes.
sent an email to everybody, so I got it. So yes, I got
Yes,
the
but they
scoop on
can
that.
sign up. They can sign up for the
Yeah,
Brave Hearts Club, Jagger and Oliver. The name of the series is called The Adventures of Oliver and Jagger, and that's the name of my dogs. And through Brave Hearts Club Storytelling, that is what I'm publishing the books under. So yes, I
wonderful.
will be self-published, which I'm really excited about.
Good for you to wear that hat and so many others. I mean, there's no dream that's big enough to do because you never know. I mean, I never know I would do a podcast ever in my dreams. I mean, they didn't exist even in those days. So here we are
For sure.
today, and that's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to let you open the door to the mindset because we have a lot of talents that are listening also today, will be listening as well. So and what is the biggest mistake that keeps talented people from reaching their potential in your own opinion?
Well, I think that we have to learn to just trust ourselves instead of listening to the noise. And I'm going to call it the noise because that's what goes on around us all the time, all the time. And I'm going to tell you, it never, ever stops. I mean, I still have noise to this day, and you can't let the noise cripple you. You have to basically bust through that noise and know yourself that you are good enough. Okay. You are good enough. It doesn't matter what anybody else tells you. It really doesn't because they don't know you. They think they know you, but they don't know the real you. They don't know how you feel, what you're thinking. They don't know that. And the other thing is, people cannot change your mind. They can try and change all kinds of things about you, but they cannot change your mind. And when your mind is kind of spinning like a top, you can flip the switch. You can do it. You're the one who has the way to do it. You flip the switch, and there's a couple of things that Jack has taught me. So, first of all, the word no is not really rejection, it's an event. And one thing that Jack taught us, which was number one success principle, is this: E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. E is the event, plus R is your response to the event, equals your outcome. The
Wow.
event cannot be changed. Your response can be changed. Your response determines the outcome. So if you want to stop or if you want to change your outcomes, you must change your response. Does that make sense?
Yes, everybody? Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Yeah?
Yes,
You're writing it down?
absolutely.
Are you writing down E plus R equals O? Thank you. Yes, it's so
Yes,
true.
we got some note takers here. That's fantastic.
That
Yeah,
is
because
fantastic.
when you write, it goes also in your subconscious. You have that vision. I write a lot for everything. Even my agenda is like writing in it still.
Always. Yes. And the thing with the podcast, which I learned, is that when you're listening to a podcast, so podcasts are so important. When you're listening to a podcast, not just watching it, but listening to it, it's right in your ears and it's the closest spot to your brain, believe it or not. So it goes deep into your subconscious mind. And I'm not a doctor, trust me, I'm not. And, I can tell you all these things. And if you want, you can look them up and see if they're really true. But this is how I see these things happen. And it's helped me. So I'm hoping that I can share some things that have helped me over the years and changing and reinventing constantly and just to keep going. And living my dreams, really. And I know that a lot of you here have those dreams, and you're looking for ways that you feel can help you achieve those dreams. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you for that. Because every actor has an inner critic. How do we stop that voice from sabotaging, like audition, I'm not good enough, I'm not, um, to push yourself out there?
Well, you don't have to eliminate that voice 100%. You just have to stop letting it make the decisions. So don't let that little voice inside your head sabotage the fact that you're going to make those decisions. Notice the thought. And like I said earlier, challenge it and consciously choose a better one. So flip the switch. Flip the switch. Now, here's something that really helps me is when I go through a rough time, I sit down and I write out 5 things. I write out 5 things that bring me joy. 5 things that make me smile. 5 things that really make me feel good. Not for anybody else, but for yourself. Take that list and read it. And you know what? Bring it with you on an audition or whatever it is that you're going to seek. If you're seeking a new job or anything that you plan on doing, bring that joy list with you. Read it. Sit down and read it before you go into that audition. Because I'm telling you right now, people can feel, people can see what you're thinking. You might not think so, but people can see it. So the second you walk into that audition, that's what people are going to see. Doesn't mean that that's you. Doesn't mean that you're always like that, but they will see it. But before that, they will feel it. And that's so true. Because when you first saw me get on this podcast, you're probably thinking, well, here's another new person. She's just here for whatever, for the show. And that's great. But it's the feeling I want to leave you with. Okay. I want to leave you with that feeling of just feeling better about yourself. So write out that joy list, write out those 5 things. And if that doesn't work for you, after you're finished with whatever it is that you're doing, that you're going for, write out the things that you're grateful for. Write it out. What are you grateful for? Because I always say, I don't fail, I learn. There's no such thing as failing. I learn. Many things have happened to me too. I said I wanted to become a teacher and I was teaching at the college and I thought everything was going great. And they changed the rules in the province and they stopped bringing international students in. As soon as they did that, I don't know if you remember that. If you're from Canada, you know that they've stopped the programs for international students. And the reason why I got that teaching job in business and marketing was because all of the international students were coming over. Well, guess what? My job got cut. Like overnight. They didn't even send me a memo. They didn't even say thanks anyway, but we're cutting. I just got cut. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't even get, all it was when it was time to renew the contracts. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I haven't had a contract or I don't have a contract yet. How am I supposed to get my course ready? How am I supposed to get what I need to teach and get my PowerPoints ready? And how am I supposed to do that? And then I contact the school where I was. I'm like, I don't have a contract. They're like, oh, no, we don't have any classes for you. No, like, sorry,
And
have a
yeah,
good day. You were a great instructor, but, things happen. Nothing. Just no contract.
yeah. I would relay that, sorry, to also talent that didn't book the role, didn't get the job, or anybody who went for a job. And they always saying, oh, I'll be happy when that when that will be happening and that happened, I think that mindset could be dangerous. But I'll let you continue.
So what happened was right away, because I didn't get any explanation, I internalized it. It was me. I said something. I did something. So then I was on a crusade to try and figure out what it was that I did wrong. What did I do wrong? I must have been a horrible teacher. I must have, I don't know. I don't know. I must have said something that upset my, the upper the upper bosses and things like that. Somebody must have put in a complaint. All these things went through my mind. And it was so devastating for me because I didn't know. It was so devastating that it literally crippled me as far as going on to do anything else. And I had to do a lot of self reflection. I had to. And the only way I could get over it was to basically go through, write down all of the things that I was grateful for while I was teaching. The other thing I did was I went back and I read all of the student evaluations over the years that I had and emails and letters that I had kept from students who learned so much in my class or got the job because they took my class or whatever it was that made them succeed. And just through that, it was me who learned that it wasn't me. It was the fact that everything changes around you, and sometimes you can't control the events. So there you go. E plus R equals O. It always comes back to that. That's the best formula you can come up with. I'm telling you,
The outcome.
the outcome.
You
You're
cannot
in.
always control the outcome. Sometimes they will cut a roll, they will cut things, and sometimes you think it's you or you don't know
Mhm.
exactly what happens. Is my, can you still see me, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Just checking. But my screen went out for a second, so I was just wondering. Um, you often talk about reinvention also. So
yes.
how can talent reinvent themselves when their career feels stuck? Or can they have other things on the side? Wear different hats like you do, like I do. We all wear so many hats, but I think that will help with it.
Absolutely. So gets I want you to get curious instead of judgmental. And what do I mean by that? What else can possibly be done here? Okay, so I couldn't go back to teaching. So the first thing that I did was I took teaching online. And so I went in and I started, that's when I created that app and that's when I created the courses. So I just needed that verification in myself, not from anybody else, but in myself, that I knew what I was doing was good and that it was good for other people as well as me. And I want to just stress that figure out what it is that you can do for someone else. Because when you help someone else succeed, then you will automatically succeed.
I
And
so
again,
agree with that. I agree with that.
you just never know who you're going to meet. You just never know. And whatever
Always
you
be
can,
open.
always,
Be
always,
open. I think what you give sometimes comes back multiple. And
tenfold.
really believe in
Yes,
that. I believe in that solely. And this is what I'm doing here also. I mean, I don't have sponsors. I'm doing this, from my own pockets and I'm giving back. And um, I love that. And a lot of people are sort of giving back. And sometimes you do have to do these things and you never know what can come back to you like a spring.
absolutely. You just never know.
Mm, because
So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead, LouAnne.
The one thing that I want to say as well is I know a lot of people might ask, okay, so I'm having a down day. How am I going to flip the script? How am I going to do that when I'm feeling terrible about myself and about what happened? The one thing that I learned and I do mostly every day, I'm not going to say every day because I'm not perfect. I'm only, I would say, 98% perfect. But the one thing that I do, and I try to do every single day, is as soon as I wake up in the morning, and this works, it really works, before the craziness, before anything, I say these 9 words, and I promise you, they will change your mood. It doesn't matter how you wake up. And these 9 words are: today is going to be the best day ever. Today is going to
Going to
be
be the
the best
best
day
day
ever.
ever. Again, today is
Today
going
is
to
going to
be the
be
best
the best
day
day ever.
ever. One more time, everybody together though. Everybody
Today,
is going
today
to
is
be
going to be
the
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 best
best
day ever.
ever, ever.
Ever. In fact, in my dog series, one of the books that I'm going to do, book number 5, is going to be our best day ever. And I'm
Wow.
going to fill it with all of the things that my dogs love. Does anybody here have a dog or a cat? Does
Yep.
anybody have a dog or a cat? So you know that your dogs, like, they have favorite things,
Oh
right?
yeah.
They have their favorite toy, they have their favorite things, and they're very routine. And that's exactly what that book is going to be about, is for children to learn how to enjoy their best day ever. And be open and say it. Say, today I am open for whatever is going to come my way, because you can handle it. Once you do that, that just shows that you're opening the door to possibilities. You're opening the door to possibilities. Maybe you're going to meet somebody amazing like Helene, right? Or maybe you're going to get that amazing part that you've been practicing for. Believe, believe. That's the biggest word that I have for all of you, is
That's what we
believe.
have in the chat. We have to believe. And if also you pull those two corners and smile, you can't be sad when you smile. So that's also going to help your mood if you need to switch, and you have an audition, you have something else going on. You just have to lift up those little things and smile, and it's always going to be better. So believe. I believe very much in affirmations and also going to bed in gratitude for everything that happened to your day and the people around you and everything that we have, because you never know what tomorrow will happen. My colleague, the other casting director, some of you probably don't know, she just passed away a couple days ago, Jeanette D'Amico, very well-known casting director. So I just want to say, rip up there. So you never know what tomorrow will be of. So let's do it,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, it's just, you have to, and the thing is that nobody can do this for you. Wouldn't it be great if we could hire someone to do our push-ups? Wouldn't it be great? Then we don't have to do them, right? We can just hire someone to do our push-ups every day. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way, right? So if we have to do anything, we have to do it ourselves. And I always say that mindset is an inside job. And what do I mean by that? If you go to the gym and you go and you work out every single day or every other day, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you look in the mirror and you go, wow, this is working. You might put on like this nice little slinky outfit when nobody's watching. And you're like, wow, look at that. I look pretty darn good. Not bad. But when it comes to mindset, you can't do that, unfortunately, and nobody else will see it. So this is something that is just for you. And you know what? What harm is it going to do? Who are you hurting by feeling good yourself? Nobody. Not one person. Okay? This is all for you, just you, because you're the only one who matters. So that's the part that's really, really important.
Should people take the risks or just the comfort line? Comfort.
Oh, definitely the risk. Take the risk.
Talent, talent or mindset?
I say 100% mindset all day long.
Book the role or love the process?
Love the process. Love the process because who you are today, once you do this mindset work, is not who you're going to be, guaranteed. So if you do all of these things every single day, I promise you, you will be a different person after 2 years guaranteed. I know you're like, 2 years? But think about how long it takes for you to get flat abs when you're doing sit-ups or every single day. How long does it take you to get nice chiseled abs? A long time. You just don't realize it that it takes that long, right? But same thing with mindset.
So perfection or progress?
Progress every time.
Dream big or start small?
Always dream big.
What's one word every actor or talent needs to hear today?
One word, inner peace. Inner peace. I see you shaking your head. Do you guys agree? Inner peace. Yeah. Don't be
It's
so
so
hard
true.
on yourselves.
Yeah.
Because, some will. Here's another one that I've heard many times, and you've probably heard it too. Some will, some won't. So what? Next.
Oh, I love that. Can you repeat that?
Yes. Some will, some won't. Oh, well, next.
That's great. Love
You
that.
know, did you have a question?
I do. Does someone
No,
else have a question?
yeah.
And I don't see Sarah. Who has a question? Is somebody raising their hand?
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know if there's anybody.
So, yeah, it's so
Oh,
true.
yes.
And believe me, I've been in many situations. Now I'm not going out for, acting roles, so I can't relate to what you're going through, but I can relate on the feelings. I really can.
Yes.
And I'm here to help you with some of the little things that I've learned along the way. So, my positive mindset from what? I'm sorry, what was
Yes.
the
So
question?
Amy's asking, how can I protect my positive mindset from jealous people who envy our energy?
Jealousy. Oh man, isn't that one of the seven deadliest sins?
Yes.
Jealousy. Well, it really does come down to um, how you feel about yourself. How you feel about yourself. Yeah. And sometimes, again, when you're leaving, yeah, they're jealous because they know, especially your family, right? Especially your family. Oh my gosh, I get it. Trust me. But and that's really really tough because like if it's a stranger, no problem, you just don't talk to them. But
Yeah.
or a friend, you might say to your friend, hey, in fact, I'm probably better off saying to my friend, you really hurt my feelings, before I'll say it to a family member. But it's the family members that seem to know the buttons, right? They
Yes.
know those buttons, man. They know those buttons. And again, honestly, that's where You need to go to a quiet place, like maybe in your car, leave the situation if you can, go into your car and read your joy list. Read your joy list, read your gratitude list, and remember that you are wonderful. You're the person. And actually, yeah, they might be jealous, but you know what? Hey, listen, everybody has an opportunity. That's what I'm going to say. Everybody, including your family. If they choose to not feel this way, let them. Have you heard Mel Robbins, her new book? It's called Let Them. How true is that? Oh, so true. You know, Mel Robbins is a motivational speaker as well, and it's a great book. And that's another thing that I would strongly suggest. And if you don't want to read, if you don't want to take the time to read, then do audiobooks. Because remember, Audible, right in your ears, right directly to your brain. And so I listen to Mel Robbins, and she's right. She helps me feel better when I have these situations. But not only that, Jack Canfield, he's got some great books out, and I listen to them on Audible. Put them in my car, start my car, drive wherever I'm driving to. When I was teaching at the college, I had an hour ride there and an hour ride home. I would always, always listen to something positive.
It's funny, I'm the
Always.
same way. I'm always listening to different podcasts or sort of meditation of some sort, but always something positive to help in different venues, that it be spiritual, business, marketing. I'm always learning, not to lose time because, I mean, everything goes so fast. It's unbelievable. I have three more
Yes.
questions, and then we'll take one question also from the audience. How do you overcome imposter syndrome?
Ooh, that's a good one because, man, I find that even I have that sometimes. I think, wow, I'm doing all these things. I'm like doing this podcast, and everybody thinks, I don't know what they think, to be honest with you. I'm thinking that they're probably like, yeah, right. Well, maybe in a perfect world or maybe in your world. So I feel like that imposter. But the thing is that when we are judging ourselves against somebody, like they're real, right? I'm saying their Facebook reel or their Instagram reel. Well, they should be calling it real, REAL, right? That's what they should call it. And so now we start comparing ourselves to somebody who's got a reel. And it's like, okay, first of all, these real successful people, you have to remember what it took for them to get there. Like Jack Canfield, if you ever listen to his story, he was turned down 144 times
Yeah.
before they produced the first chicken soup for the soul. They thought it was crazy. How about Colonel Sanders? Do you know how many times Colonel Sanders was turned down? He started when he's in his 60s and he was turned down 1,009 times. 1,009 times. So I say go for the no. Try and beat Colonel Sanders' record. There you go.
Hey, you
Right?
got years ahead of you to try everything, try every audition, try all kinds of things. So you don't
Yeah,
stop at
maybe
no.
yeah,
You go.
maybe that part just isn't for you. So if you're looking for something that is, and that's what you really want to do, I don't know if you want to be in a sitcom or you want to be in a movie, I don't know, but maybe that's not what you should do. Maybe you should try something else. Why
It's a
not?
learning way as well. It's a stepping stone to grow and everything else. So absolutely. I think Mark has a question. We're gonna open the mic for Mark, and here we go.
Hello, Hélène. Hello, LouAnne. Like I said, Hélène on the chat, I wrote it in capital letters. She's unique and an angel. She does
Who's
so much
that?
for us, in Montreal. It's
Yeah.
true, Hélène. You deserve it. So, LouAnne, my question is, um, you're in Toronto, I believe, eh?
I'm in the area of Toronto.
In Toronto, okay. Probably you're going to understand what I mean. Here in Montreal, and I'm talking about the French community, not all the ethnicities and the Anglophone community, the French community. You said something very important before when you said dream big, you know. What is the best response when people tell me, Mark, you're not being realistic, I mean, you're dreaming too big, you just come back, on Earth.
How do you deal with that? How can they tell what dreaming big is? Okay, so
But
let
I've
me
been put down several times in Montreal, Mark, you're dreaming too big. And well, I'm always thinking, first of all, I want to say I had a privilege to be in a webinar with Jack Canfield and I talked to him, directly. And also, I don't know if you know the medium, Sonia Choquette.
okay.
I had the opportunity to talk to her also. So I'm putting all those things in practice. And it's just that it happened to me. So I want to know, what should I answer? I mean, it's that's the reality in Montreal.
Well, what makes their dream bigger than yours? And what makes your dream bigger than theirs? You just have to tell them it's not the fact that I dream too big. It's just me. It's what I want. That's all. And
Good,
Yeah.
how do
good
they
answer.
know? How do they know?
Because I met my amazing agent through Hélène in November, I believe, in November, and I mean, she lives in Ottawa. She's from Montreal now, and she's the one who discovered Ryan Gosling. It goes beyond my imagination. I mean, she's just an amazing, like Hélène, another angel. So I'm attracting now these angels in my life,
Absolutely.
which is so great. But it's just that when I'm confronted, to that very small mindset in Montreal, I mean, I'm just fed up about, always justifying myself and saying, I'm just being realistic because I know my assets, I know where I'm going, my strength, and I'm just, going on my path.
Yeah, it comes also from, again, we talked about the jealousy side also. And also, I'm going to talk about the big panier of crabs. Like, how do you say panier? Like a big pot of crabs, let's say. You have like 50 crabs inside, but one of them is trying to get out, get out, get out. And all the others are saying, you can't do this. No, you can't dream big. You can't do that. Come back here, come back here. But the crab is coming out. He's got his thing and he wants to get out and do his thing. So if you want to crawl out and be the special one of your family or of your friends, it's your life. We have one movie to make right now. So we got to create our own movie and go for it. And don't let the other crabs crap on us.
Well,
So,
yeah, and you're right because there's a lot of people that I took out of my life now that were very toxic, especially my family. But it's just that what is the best response when
Do you know what the best response for every single thing that anybody says to you? The very best response?
what is
Thank
it?
you. Thank you.
wow.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and not get into an
Wow.
argument. Oh, you know what I'm going to say now? Because I'm going to say thank you, and then let them, like Mel Robbins,
Let them.
let them. Thank you.
Excellent. Let them.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
just recall let them is the two words that I'm coming up
thank
with
you, and
myself.
let them. And
Yeah.
also, when you attract some toxic people, you could say, okay, stop. Very hard because with the neurosciences, it's proven that when you say the word stop, it stops all that garbage in your brain. So stop. I know what I don't want. That belongs to them. Now I choose to attract these kinds of people. So I'm making myself responsible with the energy that I'm sending outside.
Yeah. Prove them wrong, Amy's saying. Thank you,
Perfect.
Mark.
Thank
If
you.
I thank
You
you.
can,
If I can add on to that, think about this. When you say thank you, it's going to confuse people because they're going to be like, I just told you that you're dreaming too big, and you're going to say thank you, and they're going to say, "Oh." Like they're going to be so confused. Think about that. They're not going to know what to say or how to respond to that. What could they say? You're welcome.
And you're
And
not nourishing their narrative, because you're stopping everything. Thank you. And just, yeah.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Now Reginald has a question.
Reggie, all right. We're going to bring in Reggie. You're going to unmute. Okay, one moment. And then after, we're going to discuss what LouAnne is offering to everybody that's live today. So here we go. Alors, Reggie, c'est à toi. You can go ahead.
Yes, hello everybody. Just to add a little more to what Marc was just saying, I think examples are also very good. And just to answer what you were asking, just think of what everybody is talking about these days. Think about the two main actors in Heated Rivalry, which has gone all over the world, been translated in so many languages. They were waiting tables. And think of how their lives have changed. That's all I want to say.
Thank you. Yes, you never know when you're going to have that break. But even if it's not just that one break, while you do what you love, that's also amazing.
Exactly, yes.
Live
Yeah,
your
don't limit
passion.
yourself. I'm sorry, don't limit yourself to just one thing. Like if you want to write a book, was there anybody here who has ever thought about writing a book? About maybe, here you go. Think about writing a book on all of the auditions that you went out on. And how many times you've heard the word no and what you did after that audition and you heard the word no. Think about what you did. Write a book. Think about how you're going to give back to everybody else by writing in that book. And if you don't want to write a whole book, then write in a collaborative book like I did. I've written in 5 collaborative books, which means you just write one story and everybody else writes a story. And before you know it, you have a beautiful collaborative book that you can put out. And if you do something like that, and that way it's going to help you work it out in your mind of what happened, how you went through it, how you dealt with it, E plus R equals O, and keep going. Once you get that book written, I'll bet you're going to find that you're going to get your part because you've taken that concentration on just that one thing, getting that part. That is not the end all be all. It's not. What are you going to teach people? What can you teach me? I have never gone on an audition. I'll bet every single person here can teach me something. I bet you could teach me. Like, I would probably freak out and say, well, did I not practice my lines? How did you even get that part? Like, I'm in awe of all of you. Okay? Because it's not in my thought wheel. Does that make sense? So I'm in awe of all of you. And there's something that you could teach me from this because I don't know. So you have to look at it that way. You know, there's so many things you can do with this. Don't let it be the one and only thing in your life. Like, branch out, do something, start a podcast, let kids know how they can go for parts. I wouldn't have a clue where to even start. So you could be benefiting so many people and at the same time benefiting yourself.
So I have a book coming out soon.
Yay!
So it's called A Dream Trader, and in French is Courtière de Rêve. So watch out. It's all coming.
Of course. You let me know. I'll promote
Yes.
you.
Sounds great, but thank you for sharing all of that. I think just to go for your dreams is already huge. And also want to point out that LouAnne is offering a free guide today to everybody live. And can you explain what the offer is and how they can get it?
Well, this is on my website. It's called LouAnne Hunt's
We're gonna put the
Dream
link.
Big Guide. And you also have a copy that you're going to send out, right, Elaine?
Well, I'm gonna put the link of your website right now in the chat, and they can
So
go
if you
and
go to my
register.
website, you'll see my big dream guide is right on the main screen. And if you just send me your email address, and I promise I won't spam you, I promise, and I won't sell it to anybody else. But if you send me your email address and confirm your email address,
Yes,
and you will automatically get this guide. And it's a wonderful guide. It just basically talks about, just for you, Mark, dreaming big. And I want that airplane that you're sitting in
I know it's
behind
great.
you. You are dreaming big. And so basically, the guide is just taking a look about how you can work and just accomplish your dreams. And there's 3 steps in it, and it just kind of outlines, how to dream big. How to dream big. You don't have to share it with anybody. You can just keep it to yourself, and you can go through it. And also, well, no, actually go to my website
Yeah,
and
we
put your
have the
email
website
in
now.
there.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yep. And it's got some great little exercises, and that's what I love to do. I love to do mind-provoking exercises so that you can think about it. Nobody's going to judge you on it. I'm not a school teacher anymore. I won't make you submit it for marks, but if you want, you can. But it's a great little guide, and it's free. And if you know anybody else who can benefit from it, please, by all means. And yeah, I look forward to keeping in touch.
Thank you
And if
so much
any of you ever
for
want to
the
be on my
on
podcast,
the podcast. We're gonna put the podcast link as well, so you guys can go look at her podcast. It's really interesting, and she interviews amazing people. So here you go. You have her YouTube channel right there, and you can see the interview of LouAnne interviewing me. What was the
yes.
title again? Don't remember.
Oh yeah, Rumble. I'm also on Rumble, but on YouTube, my podcast is called The Mindset Playground.
That's right.
The
And I know
Mindset Playground.
you have an app coming up also. I know we didn't discuss it. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but not yet.
No, the app is no longer.
Okay. So
But that's
you're
okay.
busy enough with everything, right?
Yes. It's one of those things I had to pivot.
Okay.
So,
All right. So, guys, just before the breakout rooms, I have just a few announcements before we give you the also before we do the big draw. So, a quick reminder also, you will have 10 minutes after the show to copy all the links, or you can click on the 3 dots on the top right of the chat, and then you can save it all in one shot. So just want to say that if you understand French, later at 5 p.m. we have our French show chatting about inclusion, diversity with 8 guests. It's never been done before. So if you missed it, it will also be available on YouTube on Monday afterwards, just like this wonderful show with LouAnne. So I'm also exclusively on Showbiz Connect. I'm announcing a little bit in advance the venue of LA casting director Paul Weber, who will be our guest in October, and he will fly to Montreal to teach actors for 1 full day, and it's going to be limited space, so contact us if interested. Thirdly, there will be a professional photo shoot Saturday, August 22nd, if you need a new headshot with photographer Paul McIntyre for only $200. The link will be in the chat, but you can see his style right now on the screen. Also, the next voice class will be August 29, a Saturday in English. And voila. So you can take a look. Do we have it? Yes, we have the link in the chat as well. So this is the English voice class. If people want to use another hat for your skills, you can do some great voice work. Even LouAnne, we talked about that. The voice work is so cool. You can do that at home in your pajamas, and we do that once per 2 months. we have a class with only like 5 people. And by the way, if you'd like to do background work, make sure you're registered in our database through our website, totalcasting.ca, and click on registration. It doubles your chance of being found during our special searches, even if you have an agent. We're going to put the link in the chat as well. I just want to say that Showbiz Connect is happening once a month, every second Wednesdays, with the same link. So you can always use that same link. You can also watch all the amazing last episodes you missed on my YouTube channel called Casting Vlog, or you just type Showbiz Connect. We're also going to put it in the chat. You can also, that's perfect. You can also listen to past shows that we were talking about. Audio is also really nice on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn for more news, breakdowns, and special events. We do have an Instagram called Showbiz Connect as well as Total Casting. So thank you so much for my beautiful guest, LouAnne Han. Thank you, LouAnne. Thank you for your mindset. And yeah, let them. We're going to remember that. I remember that. So keep the buzz, my showbiz, and share the link to Showbiz Connect for others to profit from the knowledge and the connections. Again, we will leave the Zoom open for another 6 minutes with music to give you plenty of time to copy the chat, whatever you want, or the full chat. So again, a huge thank you to everybody, to my showbiz. Get professional, stay professional, and keep that mind healthy. All right. See you next week, next month on Showbiz Connect. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye.